Hello and welcome to the Metroidvania Review official stream. This is Blasphemous Part 5. And hi, Nick.
How's it going?
How's everyone feeling this week?
Tired.
Health-wise, tired, yes.
Yeah.
We're all very, very tired. Yeah. It is a good day to play some more Blasphemous. I have no idea why I just went
Heck
left.
yeah. Because you wanted to show off the dive attack.
I wanted to show off... I've been actually trying to figure out how to make this useful. And honestly, I think they just need a small patch that gets rid of that first swing. Like, I don't really see what that adds. But anyway.
Yeah, that's messy.
Not to start a
It would
rant
also
about...
it would be hard to pull off in the air.
Alright, so last time we left off with this door. There are some things that I would like to explore, but there's no teleporter near this area, and we don't have the ability to teleport to nodes yet. So we're just going to go straight through. I know that some people start the stream a little bit late, but we don't really have anywhere else to go. So I'm going to move forward until we find a teleporter.
I bet there's lots of normal stuff in here.
I feel my blood turning into black sap, and my aged skin into reddish bark.
So I think that may have been the introduction of our new villain, now that we've gotten past the first three. I'm still not entirely sure what we're trying to accomplish, but apparently it's just the will of the miracle.
We're trying to blaspheme.
Yeah, we're trying to blaspheme. A sacred light stains the highest branches of the iron tree. Its brilliance penetrates its walls into the halls where she rests, shrouding my eyes in purple darkness. I get the sense that most of these guys are trying to give like a hint to a puzzle or something, but I'm just not remembering what the heck they're trying to tell us.
No, man, they just like poetry.
Pushing? Yeah, it's like poetry. It rhymes. Well, here's a teleport right here, so that's convenient. Let's go ahead and go to Eye Nipple Dude and upgrade our flasks and do a little bit of exploration. Then we can continue on with that area once we have a few more people on the stream. Although I apologize to people that... I don't know why... So I've been playing Castlevania Curse of Darkness this week. And like many Konami games back in the day, the triangle button is the cancel button on the PlayStation. And so now that I'm in this game, I keep trying to cancel out of this menu by pushing, well, I guess it says Y on the Xbox controller prompt, but it's triangle.
Doesn't triangle like dance all around the controller depending on what you're using?
Graceful be the heart.
Or maybe that's X.
That's X.
With this silver, I bless the mixture that will recover your spilled blood.
Okay, so now our bile flasks are going to heal more, which is good.
Oh, his feet are
Bring
nailed
me the
to wood.
Oh, neat. So, somebody on the... Or Caldroth, you know him from Wednesday streams.
Yeah.
On the Our Metroidvania Discord. Mentioned that it bothered him that nobody was trying to fight against the miracle. And I get that, but my question is can you fight against the miracle? Like, does it seem like the miracle is a foe that is... Because I don't even think our protagonist is attempting to fight against the miracle.
Yeah, I mean...
And I think part of the problem with that is that... Okay, so I wanted to go to this teleporter, so I went to the bottom right, and it took me to the left. What? I don't know what's happening. Let's go back to in there. Is it up? No, because that's the tree. Mercy Dreams? I guess it's this one.
Yeah, why didn't they just make it the map?
That's bizarre. Yeah, I'm pining for when we get the ability to teleport to different locations. And speaking of which, I should drop my Tears of Atonement into the... Did I just one-shot those guys? Nice.
Whoa.
Oop. Yeah, we're doing a lot more damage now, it seems. Okay, so I need to go straight across here. There is a poison room to the left that I want to explore real quick.
Probably enemies in the old part of the map are going to be pretty easy to kill now.
Anyway, I'm starting, like, the second playthrough, I'm starting to get a sense of, like, I don't know what to call it, the emotional aspect of the story. It doesn't logically make sense to me at this point, but, like, I'm starting to resonate with it a little bit more, if that makes any sense.
The vibe of the game.
Yeah, or just an understanding from a, I don't want to say the word spiritual, but from a relatability aspect to the story. I don't know how else to put that. Like, of course I'm going to have to figure out a way to articulate it, because that's part of what I do. But,
But you're getting closer.
yeah, I'm getting closer as we play through. And honestly, Eye Nipple Dude kind of helped me along that way. Like, all I needed was a character that had some dialogue that kind of clicked with me, and that character kind of explained his situation with the miracle.
It made sense.
Yeah. So I had a humanities teacher say at one point. Sorry, I'm talking and not paying attention to the zombies at my feet. That humanity, the definition of humanities is mankind's attempt to answer the question, why are we meant to suffer? And I tell that to people, and I have people like, we're not meant to suffer, is like their first reaction to it. But I think what she meant to say is that we all suffer. So is there a purpose to it? And it looks like we can't go up here. Did I explore this last time to confirm this? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not very good at, like,
remembering a week ago.
yeah, that's especially this week. For some reason.
It's for some reason. Like, yeah, there's not anything going on this week that might distract us from silly games. But anyway, the definition of humanities that she gave for that class was, it is mankind's quest to answer the question, why are we meant to suffer? And I've always thought that was a great way of putting it, because all of the entertainment that we enjoy and resonate with generally have to do with introducing a conflict and showing how our protagonists overcome that conflict. And therefore, you could use that standpoint to interpret this game as exploring how people react to a suffering that they can do nothing about. And,
all right.
And most of them seem to be in a stage of acceptance to some degree. Okay, so there's one other thing I wanted to check before we move forward, and that is, I want to come back down here. I got this black egg. Oh, wait a minute. We did get that, I think. I'm just trying to remember where we're at. So we got this hatched egg of deformity. I think we're supposed to take it back to the lady we got it from, so I'm going to go do that.
I thought you said the hashtag of deformity.
Hashtag of deformity. That's Blasphemous in a nutshell right there.
That's Blasphemous too, but it takes place in modern ages, and you're not collecting little beads, you're collecting
tweets.
Like, that's tweets or
just
emojis.
Tweets. There's actually a new game coming out that takes place in a social network. I think it's called Fantasy Network. He just barely posted his posted it on the Metroidvania subreddit and joined our Metroidvania Discord, although he hasn't said much there yet. Looks interesting. I like the concept.
That actually makes me think, like, we will frequently, look at the world around us and then use it to kind of guide our media, even if it's fantasy.
Right. Well, that goes back to the whole humanities thing, is we tend to reflect the world that we live in, and
so like a good example that people use is, like, back in the day, people were afraid of the upper class or the nobility, and they felt like they were stomping on their rights. So vampires were a kind of mirror of that. These, like, not original vampires, but, the Dracula vampire. And then on the flip side, people were worried about, the unintelligent hordes overcoming the the leaders are those that are trying to get things done, and as a result, zombies were the monster tied to that. So I tend to wonder if games and topics like this follow similar genres, not genres, but
Theming.
Theming. There we go.
So, speaking of politics,
Wasn't politics at all.
that was actually something when I was putting together the Metroidvania review Discord. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It's not modern politics. I know. But when I was putting together the Metroidvania Discord and kind of putting my rules in, not talking about politics is important to me because it tends to overshadow everything. Like the second you start talking about politics, that becomes the subject from now on.
No, it's funny you bring that up because politics.
No, but anyway, the reason why, so on my Discord, I said that we do not discuss politics. However, there are some games that kind of require you to. Like, there's this game coming out called America, and it's literally about like modern American trends or whatever. And to discuss that game is to discuss its subject matter.
Wait, is it a Metroidvania?
Yeah, you can look it up on Steam. Like, well,
Oh my gosh, is there America's Metroidvania? That's amazing.
yeah, well, I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
I mean, probably not, but I think that's hilarious. Oh man, she's so pretty.
Yeah. She's like three faces in one. How could you not like that?
It's 3 for 1. If that was the same deal you got on soup, you'd buy a lot of soup.
Our voices can be protection on the pathways, along which your fortunate steps will take you. Leave now. Our deformities will depart to the other side of the dream to find absolution.
Okay.
Leave now.
Okay, so she's telling us to go away, and then I think we come back to finish this quest.
Should bring her a razor
I still don't remember how I figured any of this. What?
Leave now.
to shave her beard.
No, I was saying, what, that she's still there. I don't know why she's still there. Okay. Cruelty of the broken promise statement. Apparently we don't use that here. Alright. I may have to look this one up. That baby's going to drive me nuts until we can get it. But anyway, I'm just saying that there are some games that kind of require, because that is literally what the game is about.
Sure.
So on that subject, still no more politics, Nick.
Hey, I liked how I tied it into vampires and
Well, see, yeah, but that's interesting because that was literally a response to the politics of the time. I don't know how else you could describe that.
Well, yeah, you're right what you're actually afraid of. So, let's see. I guess that means that we're afraid of Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. What would Five Nights at Freddy's be?
So, okay, here's another interesting thing that I learned when I was studying English. I took, I don't remember if it was, I want to say it was just a regular English class, but one of the things that they talk about is different frameworks by which you can critique things. And they had like the Machiavellian framework, they had the Freudian framework, which of course you probably know what that one's all about.
Cigars.
Right, and one of them, I don't remember if it even was, I seem to remember Machiavellian being more about the economics of art, like the economic circumstances of the artist and how it influences how he writes. And by the way, I highly recommend you take an English class at some point, no matter what your major is, because it's, to me, very fascinating, the different ways you can critique things. But one of them deals with the critiquing art, all art, as a reflection of the politics surrounding it, which is what you were attempting to do with Five Nights at Freddy's. And I'm kind of wondering if there is any politics surrounding it.
We're afraid of, oh, no, absolutely. It's fear of technology. That's not even politics. That's just straight up. You don't even have to think that hard about it.
Yeah, I guess.
But no, think about it, because you're viewing the danger through screens for the majority of the game, and then the danger itself is an animatronic robot, something that has replaced a live band, stolen their jobs, perhaps.
That's true, and actually, that's actually where I was going to take the political interpretation of Five Nights at Freddy's, is that it is a person working not a very good wage. Like if you look at his paycheck, it's probably minimum, and the dangers and wiles of working through that, you could say that it is an allegory of the life of a minimum wager, and the dangers that the corporations put him in at the risk to his own life, and that the animals aren't supposed to be literal interpretations, but rather, anyway, that's called overanalysis.
So it's either that or killer robots.
Or killer robots. Or yeah, either that or killer robots. Oh, look, Quicksilver. So this room looks new to me, and
Yeah,
it has
this is
Quicksilver
actually-
in it, so
This is an actual nice room.
It's kinda
There's
gorgeous.
nothing horrible going on.
I want to say that this has got to be the entrance to like the boss rush or something. When you have a mirror like that, the first thing I think is Portal.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a lot of flourish for not being a portal.
Anyway, I don't use a political interpretation in my critiques. In general, it's fun to try. We'll listen to this guy.
Were Perpetua and Esdras, foundling siblings who went on to be part of His Holiness God. It was said that Perpetua could speak to her brother even after death, for twisted are the paths of the miracle.
Okay, so he's mentioning somebody named Perpetua, which I assume is rooted based off of perpetuation. On the sacred floor I will be safe. They will hear neither my footsteps nor my fear. The miracle wanted the oranges from those trees to make no sound in falling. Only the wind columns buttresses heard. I can't read faster than I can't speak faster than this thing scrolls. The columns and buttresses could be heard. Now I hear the horrific screams of those punished by the miracle. I will wait patiently. Anyway, what were you going to say, Nick?
I don't even remember. Wasn't important.
No.
Oh, he's got a little backpack. Oh, he's going.
I'm assuming I can make that jump. I don't think they would throw me down here if they couldn't. I mean, they could. There are games designed like that.
Yeah, there are games designed only around that.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and explore this room a little bit more, because I don't really feel like coming back here. Of course, there is a teleport right next to it, so it wouldn't be a huge deal if I didn't take care of it now. Alright, so there's an item up there. That floor collapsed, but it doesn't look like it's a permanent issue.
Did you ever play those games that were like ultra hard just to be hard, and it was all like gotcha
Kaizo
things?
games?
Yeah, Kaizo. Yeah, like Be the Guy or whatever that's called.
I'm having a feeling I should have tried to rush the other side of that. Nope.
It's probably gonna pop back up.
No,
The
I
other
don't think it
platforms
will.
do.
It doesn't have the... I think I can go up and around. We're going to attempt that. So if you look at the map, there's like a little, I don't know, divot that shows that there's an exit there.
Yeah.
Not you guys. You guys are dangerous. Oh, gosh.
They should die a little quicker though.
Yeah, I
Gosh,
think
they're
so.
still pretty beefy.
Yeah, they are. Luckily, these guys die in one dash attack. Can I hit these guys? Yes, I can. Let's try and get rid of them. Okay, I can hit them once, apparently. Oh. What the? How did that one not hit? Oops. Definitely don't want to do my combo attack on that one. I like how their death animation has to have... It's my fault. I knew that that was a risk.
I like you made the same exact sound Sideshow Bob makes when he is trying to get out of the field of rakes.
I've used that clip to describe my experiences with some of the games I play. Okay, just a piece of her body part or whatever. We're going to continue this direction, even though I don't think it's the right way. Come here, dude. Okay, let's see. Come from here. I think there's clouds on the ground there, so if I fall from here, I'm probably going to fall to my death. These guys still take 2 hits. I was just rapidly firing at the ones we saw earlier. I don't think I can jump from that ladder. I think I need to come from here. I don't know if I can make that. Let's see. How do we do this? Can we do like a twisty grab here?
Twisty grab.
It doesn't look like it. Alright, what's the trick here? There's gotta be a trick. There's no boards on the wall, so I can't climb it that way. I see the blood platform right there, but I don't think I can use... We don't pogo jump in this game, so I couldn't have used the enemy.
And there's definitely no double jump in this?
There's definitely no double jump in this game. So I'm thinking twisty grab is my only option, but it doesn't look like I can make enough height over the opposite side of it. Well, whoops. Don't want to fall down there. I'm going to try one more jump from the left side again. Let's jump to the right and see what happens. Nope. I must be missing something. Also, I don't remember this part. Oh, jeez.
And we were done.
What's that? Yeah, but now I have to worry about my stupid guilt.
Oh, right.
Which isn't a huge deal. Did the game freeze? Hello. That was weird.
The miracle froze the game.
Yeah. Lately, I've been coming up with some great taglines using the miracle for the descriptions of my YouTube videos.
It is pretty good. It is the
Not to toot my own horn or
perfect
anything.
naming genre.
So, I don't know if I want to go with the miracle froze my game this week because it didn't technically happen, and that was hilarious. Okay, let's get the guilt back, and then we'll come back through here. We're going to want to kill these guys when we actually come through here anyway, so we're not really wasting any time. So far, nobody's joining the stream. I guess when I announced
Thinking maybe the time change is messing with people.
I think that may be part of it. I did warn at the end of last stream, so I don't know. Oh, I'm pretty sure I put it on my weekly post that it was switching, though, or my monthly post, but yeah. Unfortunately, I am at the mercy of my babysitters, and with the time zone change, my babysitter is just not available. Whoops. And it doesn't look like we can make that jump by any means. Alright, I don't think I can get that unless we have the item that lets us get it, because I can see that thing there. So, okay, I don't know if you care. This might be a question for Caldroth and Master on the Wednesday stream, but there's a lot of debate on whether or not Blasphemous actually counts as a Metroidvania because you don't actually get movement upgrades.
I mean, what would it be otherwise? I guess is my question. I mean, what if Metroidvania isn't the best description of this game? Like in one word, if you could only use one word to describe what this game was, if Metroidvania is not the best word for that, then what would be?
That's always the question. But then the counter question to that is does it need to have a genre applied to it?
I mean, if you want to describe it in one word, then yes.
Well, the question I was going to ask, though, is whether or not the powers, like the thing that makes the blood platforms appear, count as an ability upgrade. But again, I don't know. I think that's probably a debate for people who are more invested in the definition of Metroidvania.
Yeah, I'm in the who cares camp.
Okay, so I'm not seeing any platforms or anything that this thing might be attached to, so I think I might be able to hit it. I think I'm supposed to use my ranged attack. Yeah, I could hit it.
You know what I would like?
What? That was totally a hit.
Yeah, that was a little nonsense. Maybe you can't hit the baby. Maybe you have to hit the whatever that thing is flying.
You're correct.
Nice.
But at the very least, it worked that time.
We'll go with that, right. I like that more.
Penitent one, heed my confession.
What was that,
Cowardice
sir?
taketh
Oh, we'll let this guy
root
talk first,
inside
and
me
then-
in the face of this new test, by the grievous miracle. Who are we pilgrims, if not sinners, who have chosen wandering as the gentlest of penances? Oh, let my bent back cover my tears.
Okay, we were talking about whether or not this is a Metroidvania, and you maybe had an idea. Whoa, that is powerful.
Oh man. Look
Holy
at his
cow,
mouth.
that just ripped me to shreds. Let's see, let's get out my ground attack, because it's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
relevant
He'd
here.
be perfect. 'Cause he's got a lot of body on the ground.
Yeah, he does. Alright, where does that bounce? It bounced that way, so I need to stand right here, it looks like. I am standing in all the wrong places. That comes out really fast. Okay, so it has a range, so as long as I keep my distance. No, it doesn't. So what happened last time? Did I hit the
Tons
thing?
of hell.
So I tried parrying it, so maybe I actually was successful at that. Alright, well, that was scary. I wonder if he respawns. I don't remember that
We're
guy
gonna have
very
to
well at
fight
all.
two at some point. I gotta say the enemy design in this game is on point.
Yeah, well, the assets are like...
Giant floating chairman.
I said this before, say what you will about the gameplay, the assets in this game are amazing.
It reminds me, there was a game. What was it called? It was the whole game was in kind of Art Nouveau style, and gosh, it was gorgeous. But the gameplay itself just was not very good. I think it was Abyss, Ancient Abyss, or Abyss something.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. It was a
Abyss.
Brazilian-made game. Abyss Odyssey?
Yeah, that was it. And man, that was a gorgeous game with subpar gameplay, which is so disappointing.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Of the three words. Here is where the first miracle took place. One devout and tormented youngster asked the High Will for punishment. He placed a wooden log where he sat and prayed. He prayed hoping to be heard. He prayed
Hi, Sphere Korriban.
pain, so he could ease the guilt that sharply pierced his soul. Then, the miracle manifested itself. It made roots grow and twist over his arms and legs, but not a cry nor a complaint came out from his mouth. Every inhabitant of this land bore witness to it, and all of them prayed before the besought eternal joy of that youngster. This triune tree that sprouted years after his death was named the Knot of the Three Words. For three are its twisted trunks, and three were the words spoken by that youngster before he died. My great guilt.
So before we talk about what he said, I'd like to point out that he can't even read faster than the game scrolls the text.
Every year from its core flows a golden, burning liquid, perpetuating his memory and perhaps to remind us that the first miracle has not abandoned us. For twisted are, were, and will be the paths of the miracle.
Yeah, very good. So, lots of lore dump there. So this is apparently where it all started, and I guess he was feeling guilty and asked to be punished for it, which is interesting. So it's that part that kind of makes me wonder if this is a critique of like the old Catholic idea that penitence could be carried out by punishment. And I am not an expert on this. The only reason why I know about that is because I saw that movie The Mission, and I remember the scene where the murderer main character was like carrying a big rock up a mountain.
That's a key component of more than just old Christianity.
That's true. I think that there's some sects of Buddhism, and there's a lot of Eastern religions that have a similar concept.
Yeah. And self-flagellation or whatever it's called is real common.
Yeah.
I think it's because deep down we want to think that suffering is going to beget good things, that if we're suffering it's for a good reason.
And actually, now you mention it, that was like the premise of the Ramayana. There was the nine-headed god, and he started chopping off his own heads, and the other gods like gave him great power to make him stop.
Oh yeah.
That there was something that had to do with his suffering that gave him power.
Yeah, that's a pretty universal theme.
Right. So I guess pinning that on Catholicism is probably not appropriate. However, the Catholic imagery in this game, or the imagery that comes from the Spanish sects of that particular brand of Christianity, makes me think that it's trying to make a commentary on that, is kind of where that comes from. But as you mentioned, it's not just that religion that seems to have that theme. So this is an example of talking about religion as it relates to the game.
When it's an appropriate thing to talk about.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he kind of just said nope.
Yeah,
I think,
he was like, I don't think so.
I think we're back to being weak again.
I mean, it would make sense.
Wow.
Jeez.
What? Wait a minute. I don't think I hit the other guy as much as I hit that guy, so how come the other guy died too?
He had, what's it called when you feel pain watching other people get hurt?
Empathy?
Oh, yeah, that thing. No. Like, physical. Like, people will actually, like, if they see somebody get, like, punched in the stomach, they'll, like, feel getting punched in the stomach.
I'm not sure I know the specific name for it. That is not the right button. Circle is the button you push in... Okay, what is this thing? Oh gosh, is it just another body part?
Be able to make a
Wait
whole
a minute,
person
why did those
pretty
platforms all go away? What were you going to say? Make a person?
platforms disappear. Yeah, you could make a person out of all those parts of this.
That would be an amazing reward for... Like, you just had this weird, like, Frankenstein of different body parts you found. My intestines come from the mother of the fallen.
Like, you're supposed to be silent.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to build another person who can talk for him because he's taking his vow of silence. The vow of silence I kind of see as more of a convenience because, you know, the silent protagonist is almost never explained or why they're silent.
Right.
And when it is, it's usually done in a comical way.
Do they ever explain why, like, Chrono and Chrono Trigger doesn't ever talk?
No. I don't think they need to.
Although they did use it really effectively in Chrono Cross with all of a sudden you start talking and you're like, oh!
I guess. That's one of those things that it doesn't work unless you understand the trope, you know?
True.
And when you're trying to make a serious game, I'm not sure that that's necessarily the best idea.
Oh, I agree. I think the time of silent protagonists, especially in story-based things.
How many more prayers does the great censure want? Will a tire head stop swaying when you will stand again? Lower your head, close your eyes, and pray and do not get up. Is this thing just telling us to duck when that thing comes by? Like, is that the convoluted way of saying that? Okay, where's it? There we go.
Oh, see? That guy should have read the note.
I guess so. What a pretentious way to say duck. Alright, we're gonna let him come by one more time. And we're gonna run like the wind. And just assume that at this point we're not going to get hit. That is a bad assumption.
Sword.
Oh gosh. Alright, we're probably going to die here, but I am too curious to see what's up there.
I'm confused. What were you supposed to do at the top?
I was hoping that I would be above the dude. Or, why am I calling it a dude? The bell or whatever that thing is? The censure?
Yeah, it's an incense burner, I think.
Oh, okay, so I could be above it, I just didn't make it. Or I wasn't on the right point.
Yeah, you're like one platform down.
Are you kidding me? This thing's still coming at me? Oh, jeez.
Nemesis.
Oh, gosh. Nemesis and censure.
Stars.
It's a shame that the remake of 3 hasn't gotten terribly good reviews.
Yeah, that is disappointing. It seems like they just rushed it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because I quite liked 3, like the original.
To be honest, I never really liked the original 3.
Really?
Oh, no!
Oh.
Oh, no!
I mean, you didn't just die, you turbo died.
Oh, and there's a thing up there. I think it's a spell. Of course there's a thing up there. Okay, apparently press any button to continue doesn't count my controller. Lately, I don't know what the deal is. Like, it used to be a no issue. Oh my
PCs,
gosh.
am I right?
I need to find a save point up there before I attempt that again. We're just gonna have to be guiltful. Is this teleporter nearby? No? Okay.
Wait a minute. Go back to the previous room.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Why are the guys up on the columns holding question marks?
They're like crooks.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Question
They look
marks?
like question marks.
Because the lore is mysterious, Nick. And we don't know subtlety. Okay, so I see a shortcut. We just need to go unlock it. I'm just gonna kind of dash past these guys since that's what I do when I don't want
You
to.
can't.
Yeah. We have. Oh, there's a shortcut right there. Okay, we just totally messed this up from every, like, dying perspective, so we'll go unlock that shortcut first. Always important when you play games that use Souls-like level structure to look for those shortcuts before you move on. Because you never know when you're just going to die. Okay, so we definitely have iframes when we slide. We have confirmed that. And now we're going to stomp this guy's... Oh, I guess we're going to do that. Oh, we did stomp his head. I wonder, like... I don't know. The visceral attacks don't really do much for me, personally. Initially, I thought that was kind of incongruous with what you would expect from a character who is trying to be holy.
Yeah. I don't understand what he's picking. Is that a bell? Is he holding a broken bell?
Yeah, I think it's like a bell. These guys are really easy once they get past me. Like, the only thing dangerous in this room is that you can't jump over them at certain points because that actually hurt him. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think he was technically fully turned around.
Alright, this actually might be a troublesome part, but no, plenty of room. I want to teleport because I think I can get the ability to teleport between saves at this point. Okay, so if I remember correctly, there's a... There it is, right there. This is what we want. Let's go see what this body has to say for us. Maybe he's going to tell us that we need to jump.
Yeah, but in like a really flowery way.
When I walk by the chapel of the perpetual agony, I can never bring myself to enter it. She screams in pain like the very first day they brought her here. A living miracle, they said. The miracle granted her wish, and now we pray for her, watching her endless ordeal. Are we talking about a boss? just so you guys know, I'm probably going to unequip the item that lets us talk to those things as soon as we get something to replace it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very useful. I think it's just a lore dump.
Sort of. Except that I don't seem to be getting any extra understanding out of it. Like, I think it's supposed to be a hint for something, but that one didn't seem to point to anything.
Oh my god.
Oh, this isn't good. Can this guy actually hurt me while I'm doing this? No.
You did 2 in a row. That's
Well, apparently when I dash attack those guys, it automatically puts them into visceral attack mode. I need to keep walking after I slash those guys. Yeah, I kind of want to get to close to a teleporter so I can... Oops. He's literally doing the same thing to me. Oh gosh. Don't die here, please.
you did so good the first 2 times.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Nova? Alright.
And Splorp.
What the... Where'd he come from? I thought there was only one left. Wait a minute. Did I get
leaving and come back? Yeah, did he get respawned?
It looks like he did. Also, I have an extra Bile Flask. Do I get Bile Flask back for doing visceral attacks? That is a mechanic I was never aware of, if that is true.
I don't think you used your last one.
I didn't? Did I get healed
so.
from doing the visceral attack?
I think you just healed once. I think you healed twice, got hit again, and then healed one more time, and it got you to where you are right now.
I'm gonna have to replay the footage on that one. Okay, I want to drop down, not jump. Okay, so we're just gonna have to take the jump into account of my timing right now. Okay, whatever. It didn't do that much damage, so we're okay.
Close enough.
The difference is little, as the Chinese would say. Alright. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, we're nailing those things from a distance now. Okay. So I've gone through like 12 hours. Remember that guy I mentioned last week about the objective criticism or whatever?
Oh yeah.
I've gone through like 12 hours of his videos now. He makes good points. I like his work. Still thinking he's kind of missing. Oops.
He doesn't have to be all right or all wrong.
True. That's true. I guess the thing that I disagree with is that he seems to make it a point to try and... Okay, so it's one thing to disagree with a person's argument. It's another thing to suggest that there is something wrong with their character for making the argument. Does that make sense?
Wait. He is attacking people's character for their arguments?
Okay, that is too strong a word. He is not attacking their character, but attacking their intelligence. Intelligence.
Oh, yeah, that's.
In some cases, he is attacking their character. He's suggesting that they have ulterior motives for their channels, which I think for some of the people he's criticizing, that's completely overt. Like, one of them was like literally spends videos and videos pushing liberal ideas. So.
Oh, I thought you meant like they were trying to sell stuff.
Well, yeah, but I think everybody's trying to sell things on YouTube.
Well, yeah.
To criticize that, I think, would be hypocritical if you're a YouTuber.
I mean, that's why I always just enjoy the cool, refreshing taste of Dr. Pepper.
So here's something I've always thought was interesting. That like shows like The Simpsons and shows like that always make up like fake versions of companies when they're satirizing them. And I'm wondering if that's to avoid slander, or like it seems like they never want to use the brands unless they have a sponsorship.
Sure. I mean, I don't know. I mean, would it be slander just bringing up... Maybe because of copyright, or not copyright, trademark, you're not allowed to use those trademarked brands.
I'm wondering what the legal issue is with that and whether or not you have just broken that.
Well, I doubt it, because think about like Jon Stewart in The Daily Show. He used to make savage fun of Arby's, constantly talking about how it was awful food for awful people and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I guess
so
Gaffigan does the same
don't think
thing.
Yeah, so I don't think that's a problem. Meanwhile, at Dr. Pepper headquarters, their legal offices, all these alarms are going on.
Some guy in a stream with 17 people in it said something bad about Dr. Pepper.
Technically, I didn't even do that. That's a really interesting enemy. The fact that he's chained to the ground is...
The fact that he's actually scary is the part that's interesting to me. Alright, can I make this jump? I must be able to make this jump.
Wait a minute. That was just a chain chomp. That was straight up just a Mario chain chomp.
A Mario chain chomp full of cherubim and blood.
I mean, slightly more disturbing.
Only slightly, though. Okay, how come you didn't get into visceral attack mode?
It's because he was all the way at the edge.
Why did I have
He
to do...
needs-
Okay.
He needed space to stagger back into... Oh my God.
I like that the blood platform gives me an option to skip that guy. Oh gosh, not this guy again. Alright, let's just be aggressive this time. Oh, he's got a chain chomp with him. Oh, no.
Oh man. I don't think face rushing this is a good move.
You know that spell, like, I casted like 4 of them on him and it wasn't good enough? We are proving that magic has not been improved. At least not this particular spell. You know, let's try a different spell. Let's try the new spell that we got.
I wonder if the damage you do with your spells goes up with the damage of your sword.
Actually, this spell sounds like it's relevant. It's supposed to stop projectiles, so let's see if it stops the fire. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful, I like that. Except that it costs a lot of magic. Alright, chain chomp. That's what I'm gonna call these guys from now on. Wait, is that thing full of babies, or is that like a dude in there?
I think that's a dude in there. It's a dude holding a spear.
I don't know why I saw that as babies at first. Maybe it's because it had 4 wings.
Well, yeah, it's got the seraphim wings, which is the same as the little baby cages.
So as long as I poke it and not get too close, it doesn't seem to like to strike. Alright, and this guy's just poorly positioned. He's just like flailing around like, oh no.
He's like, why? What's happening? Just starts getting stabbed in the feet.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. I don't really like the chain chomp enemy. Now that I see how you fight it, it's just not a very interesting enemy.
No. Exploit the AI whenever you can. That's my motto. Especially in a game where death consequences are so high. Alright, and then here's the elevator of annoyance. I think, so this is the new, what is it, does that do anything? What am I trying to say? The Turian statue from Super Metroid? That's the new version of that. Oh god. I am not ready to fight this guy.
Wait, is this a boss?
It's like a mini version of the guy that we fought earlier.
Oh, alright. Wait, this isn't like his angel form back, is it?
I don't think so he's not going all the way across the screen when he swings. I just think he's just a weaker version of that guy. Let's see. Let's get this spell out again.
There's actually there's a lot of game after the part where that girl helps you fight those bosses.
Yeah, no, it's about half the game. We're about halfway through now.
Interesting that they give you that crutch and then halfway through they're just like, oh, okay, it's gone.
Although this half probably won't take us as long because I'm not going to spend 40 minutes on a boss, I hope.
Never say never.
No, I know. I've said it before, I'll never discount that my problem with the game is because I'm bad and not because the game is bad. Alright, Mark of the First Refuge. If I remember correctly, that's what you need in order to continue through here. Okay. So I was talking with Nick before a stream one time, toying with the idea of whether or not I should go through and read all of these lores, but there's so many of them. Look how much that is.
Yeah, this is.
I don't think I'm an articulate enough reader in order to make that interesting.
Sounds like something that, what is his name? The Unwrapped guy. The guy that does, like, which Dark Souls boss would make the best manager. That guy.
Oh, the was that Polygon dude?
Yeah, the Polygon dude, where basically the whole gimmick of his videos is that he puts just a ridiculous amount of time and research into these topics.
Right.
Put him on Blasphemous lore.
I think he may have already done that. I know he did something with Castlevania.
Yeah, he did which Castlevania boss is...
Oh, good, save point.
Which was the Castlevania boss? I know he did Mega Man bosses for one. Like, which ones were the most dangerous or something like that?
Yeah, that one was pretty funny. For some reason, the most memorable thing about that guy, to me, from like an appearance standpoint, is the fact that he always has to pull his hair off his eyes.
Yeah, that's definitely the motion that he... well, that and his weird mustaches, which I find amusing.
Heart of Oils. Oh, look, finally, maybe we can actually use this one. Let's see. Increases the strength of those who wield the sword while at the same time lowering their defense. I am totally going with that. I will probably regret it, but we're going to do it anyway. Because that's how I roll. Anything that raises my attack. Because speed is more important to me.
Where's your body to get your magic back? I don't even remember where you died last that was.
I think it may be in this vicinity. Like, it's right here. In fact, we're actually right next to it. So, mission accomplished.
Woo!
Just now.
We did it!
So, on the subject of whether or not this is a Metroidvania, this part of the game actually feels very Castlevania to me. And the reason I say that is that, like, you spend a lot of your time looking at the map and trying to figure out where you're going next. It just has that Castlevania feel.
Oh wow, that worked out.
I'm actually remembering this very clearly from my first time I played this, and I remember I didn't do so well on my first few attempts the first time. So.
And I thoroughly enjoy raise attack and lower defense items as well. The perfect example being Risk of Rain, if you ever played that. The glass cannon mode was by far the better way to play the game.
The original, the new one, it's not, or Risk of Rain 2, I don't know if I would recommend it.
Well, as soon as you can get shot in the back without knowing that
I knew it was going to...
there.
So remember when we said, we were talking about taking more damage, I knew as we were talking that the chandelier would probably one-shot me with that circumstance. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off until we're out of this particular situation.
Yeah. Atmospheric attacks. Or not atmospheric. Oh, yeah. Level geometry attacks. There we go.
Environmental.
There we go. That's the way to say it. Which, by the way, speaking of environmental attacks hurting you...
Noita?
There is a game... No, not Noita. Noita's amazing. I'm still enjoying it. There is a game that is straight up... It looks like the whole game is based around spinning buzzsaws. Like, that's the whole gimmick of the game.
Well, that's kind of what Meat Boy was.
True. Well, yeah, but there were other things in Meat Boy. There were, like, spike traps and stuff like that.
Sure.
But, I mean, this game is actually... I think it's called, like, Discworld or something like that. And it has nothing
I think I've seen that.
Hey,
how's it going, Silver? I apologize, I'm sure that people were confused because of the daylight savings time change. Here, I'll pull up the map. So this is how much we've covered so far. We just barely entered the new area. So we're just kind of going through that. Alright, so here's a question. Where is my body? Is it going to be on the ground or is it going to be up in the air somewhere?
I mean, technically you died up in the air, but...
No, it's not on the ground, so got that out of the way. Did you get what you wanted to No, this is my second time. We're actually doing this so we can try and get the DLC. I did not do that fast enough because I was talking. So it will be blind as soon as we get to anything that's new from the DLC. Get up. Okay, that was good. Ooh. Those platforms were disappearing pretty quickly. Yeah, I've had my criticisms on my first few recordings of this game, but I actually really enjoy this game. The platforms are gone now. We'll start that over again. We were talking about what the that didn't happen the first time we did this. I'm wondering if something changed.
Is it just on a timer?
Yeah, it's triggered based off of the... I guess I was just moving faster the first time I did this. So the save spots are going to be on the walls.
Giving me strong Mega Man disappearing block vibes.
Yeah, sort of, except that there's no like rhythm to it. That's close.
Clutch.
Smoking herd of incense. Increases our... Oh. Increases the duration of prayers, but increases the cost by 1 bar. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Where does that... Oh, I guess it would just lay down there.
It'd be useful for that shield spell.
Yeah, that's true. Except that one already costs like 1 or 2.5 bars, and I just fell straight down there and found an item. Wow, that was fortuitous. Where's the closest teleporter? Because I think we have enough to get the teleport between nodes now, or save points. So I want to make it back there because that's going to be very helpful for speeding through this. I know that we've given at least 10,000. Let's go ahead and refill this bile flask and head left because I think there might be a boss there, from what I remember.
Yeah, you seem to be amassing guilt pretty quickly.
Yeah, the monsters here give a lot more than the earlier areas. When I was doing my sound test, I was killing monsters off to the left of where you fought that boss. The early areas don't give you hardly any from the enemies themselves. I don't know if that body's worth talking to, but that cherub is worth getting. Let's see if I can strike it. Nailed it. Whoops. Whoa. Whoops.
It seems a lot of the danger of this game is them grouping enemies together.
Yeah, and then being reckless like me. Oh. Okay, I got that guy. He's down. I can hit him from the ground. Let's get rid of him.
Whoa!
I'm actually really glad they improved the... have a way of improving how much your flask heals, because boy, it did nothing originally. I think the way they improved it as well, or made it so you can improve it, was interesting as well. Rather than just straight up improving your flasks, you have to give up how many flasks you have, which I think is...
Yeah, I think that's smart. Give you options on how you use the healing items.
Of course, there's a... What is that? Oh, it's a marker I accidentally put there. There is the metagaming inclination to try and optimize how much total health you get out of your bile flasks at that point. Okay, I'm almost certain that to the left here is a boss, which is a good thing because we're coming close on our stopping point. So. I can't help but laugh because you're laughing. I don't remember the arms being so hairy.
Oh man.
Stop laughing.
Can't help it. It's so good.
He's supposed to be like this scary bishop being held up by his worshippers, and he just...
He's slack-jawed.
Oh, almost got it with the fourth slice.
He's Meliquandes, the slack-jawed archbishop.
Oh man, I'm not gonna beat this guy the first try because of you.
Oh,
I don't remember the arms being so hairy.
those are some pretty hairy arms.
Did they add hair to the arms with the patch? It seems like an odd thing to do.
Like, hair on the fingers, too.
It's like added more hair
Not
to
messing
arms.
around.
Patch notes number 14. I really wish that I was recording my gameplay when I played this originally. Okay, so apparently he's planting light seeds. Okay, I can't really hit you when you're sitting there. I know you're trying to give me an opening, but your opening is like off to the other side of the screen.
They're not helping.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, there goes the opening. We got a dash attack anyway.
Don't forget about magic, too.
That's true. I should probably be using the ground spell, since that would probably be a good fit for this fight. I think at this point in the game, it just doesn't do enough damage to be worthwhile.
Disappointing. It's too bad they don't scale the damage of that. I think good magic should always scale.
It's possible I have an item to equip to increase magic damage, but speaking of which, I don't think that we did we put back on the item that increases our damage after doing that environmental puzzle?
No.
If we die, we should probably put that back on. That'll probably help us a lot.
Yeah. Speed things up. One way or the other.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, corner.
Yeah, this game more than others, it seems like if you get wedged into the corner, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Whether or not you consider that a problem is, of course, subjective. But
Not a problem.
a lot of shmups have that problem.
True.
Let's not use the word problem. Let's use the word challenge.
I haven't played a good shmup in a long time.
I've downloaded a few. Haven't really got into them.
I tend to like very specific kind of shmups. Like, I don't like Tsukahime type games, like Bullet... Well, I say I don't like Bullet Hell, and yet I've played like 160 hours of Enter the Gungeon. But I don't know if I consider
that
Enter the
count?
Gungeon a Bullet Hell. I mean, it's got Bullet Hell elements.
Right. That's like saying Nier is a bullet hell because it has bullet hell elements.
Yeah, exactly. I actually used to love the old R-Type games. There was one for the PS2 called R-Type Final that was one of my favorites. There were
Holy
tons
cow.
of ships to unlock. Wow.
This
Don't get hit.
yeah. Oh gosh. I don't know if this is gonna be better or worse, to be honest.
I mean, I kind of want to see you do some damage to him just to see how much more damage you're doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it
it's
seems
not-
like he's being extra aggressive right now. Oh gosh.
Yeah, if it's not noticed, wow.
Well, I was killing the hands a lot
That is-
faster, so that he
Yeah, I
he
think-
was being super aggressive at the start there, though. So it's just a matter of get good. I wasn't planning on spending the entire last half hour of this stream fighting this boss, but it may end up that way. We may be here earlier than we should be, because that's what I do. It's just a matter of get good.
You know what I want to know? Why did the miracle make so many people big?
The miracle is a growth hormone. Oh, I know.
Maybe that's what the miracle
week.
was. Maybe it was all a scheme to make their like bovines bigger, and then it messed everybody up.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try a different strategy after if I die. Let's not pre-kill myself.
Right. You're definitely doing more damage.
No. So we got that other relic that makes it so we do that our blessings last longer, and it doesn't increase the amount of damage we take. I think I may try that, and then use the blessing that. Oh, I have to actually go to the thing.
Maybe try that shield. I mean, you can only use it twice. Although I don't know if it would block his spear.
So the shield wasn't what I was thinking. What spell do I have equipped? It was this one. It causes you to have attack speed increase, so that's kind of like a...
Oh, alright.
And I can use that twice. So what I'll do is that when the hands are low, I activate it, and then... Although I'm not sure, in the long run, the other thing's probably better. Just because of how much fervor I have. Okay, that takes way too long to work a while, I think.
Yeah, you lose out.
Well, I can kill the hands quickly that way.
Maybe good for hands, bad for him.
Well, at least we're not being, like, fully destroyed.
Yeah, you're actually doing a lot more damage now. Well, obviously.
Great.
You're doing... It's like about a bar and a half. Yeah, the little smacky hands don't do much.
No, they don't. So if I'm gonna get hit by anything, that's what I want to be hit by. I hate when the pillars are blocking my opportunity. If I could just run through the pillars, I would.
So many bosses and enemies in this game would benefit from having the throwing axe from Castlevania.
Yeah, one of my criticisms in my original review is that a lot of the bosses are designed around not being reachable. And this was actually one of the ones I was thinking of at the time.
Well, and then the added annoyance of those pillars keeping you from getting them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad per se. It was mostly in relation to the powers that you unlock. Like this boss, it's really good to have this sliding attack. But that sliding attack is good literally everywhere, so...
I wonder if we're missing anything, like parrying those little light holes back.
It's possible.
That last enemy.
The last boss I was having trouble with, I was missing something. This would be a good spot to... I just ran right into that. What's annoying is that when he does that seed planting thing, he gets to a position where I can't hit him off the screen.
I would say is bad design.
Oh, do you think that they buffed this fight, Silverin? Well, there's a technical problem with this one, definitely. Okay, how is he not coming down? I killed most of his enemies. Okay, so I'm thinking that the fervor thing doesn't really... Oh, I actually have enough to cast it again. The question is now the time I want to cast it. Let's do it.
Oh, nice. That worked out perfect.
I'm gonna get killed by one of those slappy hands, which is the weakest thing. For some reason, he's being very docile. I don't know what that's all about. I'm not complaining.
He's learning to just accept.
He's just
things.
like, okay, if you're just complaining about my design the whole time, I'm just gonna roll over.
You're gonna be a jerk about it.
I actually like that boss from an aesthetic standpoint, and I think it's a great boss. It just has a couple of things that can be tweaked.
Yeah, I liked the mechanic, the lifting him up with the arms and attacking those. That was clever.
Yeah. Lots of good things to say about that boss. I like it.
It's a big room.
And we got the deformed mask of Orestes. And it's not a big room anymore. Neat.
I see everything from the highest point of the dried tree in which the miracle has reincarnated me.
We unlocked a shortcut if we wanted to use that to skip across this area up here.
If that's the new boss or enemy of the game, he sounds like a grandpa. Like he'd be a nice dude.
I'm pretty sure that guy was... So that is possible, Silverant, that I may update my review. That's part of the reason why I'm playing this, is to see if the DLC changes my opinion at all. We'll see. I'm having fun right now, so that's good. I have to think about it a lot before I make a decision on things like scores and stuff.
Let it soak in.
Yeah. So my original score for this game was a 3.5 out of 5, which is my almost great score. Where, oh, look at my Copo upgrade. We could have had that before.
That would have made that a little easier.
I think so. That's fine. That last battle went really well, so...
Yeah, all he had to do was let you wail on him.
The first 5 review, you mean 5 out of 5, or I'm not sure what you're...
5, not 5.
Yeah, 3.5, I think is what I said. Anyway, I have to go back and review it, my reasons for giving it a 0.5 instead of a 4. Where I have witnessed the... Wow, that just started scrolling right away. What the heck? I've witnessed the exhumation of the Archbishop. I've witnessed how they cleanse his bones in wine, then dress him in silk and gold. I saw him place the most beautiful jewels on his face and kiss his forehead. I watched as they placed rings on his fingers and kissed his hands. They lifted him up, calling his name. Swayed him to make it look like he was walking again. Okay, so that was just describing that boss, which is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, that is kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know how useful that is.
Yeah. From a symbolic standpoint, you could say that there is a hypocrisy going on, or that people are greater than principles, and the bishop needed to be continued to hold up, even though his principles have died.
Ah. Or he was also being puppeted.
He was always a puppet from the beginning. Those hands were always the leaders of the church. Oh, conspiracy theories. For some reason, I thought there was a platform down there.
That was the miracle punishing you for your blasphemy.
The miracle is in the gravity. I don't know what's with the deaths lately. It just doesn't want to load after I'm done. So I'm playing this other game called an Entitled Story, and that game it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It's free. It's made by the Matt Truber, I think is his name. He worked on Celeste.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
So that wasn't really fall damage. That was a bottomless pit. Yeah, how are you liking Celeste, by the way? One thing I find interesting about an Entitled Story is it definitely has that. Yeah, Celeste is one of the biggest games of the when it was released.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, please forgive me, penitent one. You stand in the presence of Socorro, our pious lady of the perpetual agony. Isn't she majestic? She's a miracle in herself, unceasing, eternal.
I don't know why. This is kind of borderline grotesque.
I don't remember if this is good or bad, but I'm going to give it to her anyway.
Tear has rolled off her cheek. Could it be that her torment has diminished? Ah, poor lady.
So I know that Matt didn't make Celeste by himself, that they had a team. But he's one of the people that worked on Celeste, and it's fun to see an early project from who is now such an accomplished developer.
There were so many moments in Celeste where I would just do something, like there'd be some secret that I figured out that just made me grin. Like there was one point where there's like a big white block, and I climbed up on top of it, and I was like, huh, it's like from Mario 3. And then I held down and dropped back behind it, and then could access stuff behind the scenery. And that was one of the best moments in any game ever. Like, my previous knowledge of a different game paid off.
That's awesome. Untitled Story is a fun and interesting game, but it's definitely a product of its time from a technical standpoint. Every time I die, it changes my window size back to the default size, and I can't get my OBS to record the window for some reason. And so I'm having to record my screen, and every time I die, I have to readjust the screen back to where the OBS is recording. It's funny.
What a weird kind of glitch.
How did that guy die? Did you see that? He just kind of like exploded. Like he was like way away from my sword, but apparently I nicked him with the tip of my...
When there's so many of them, they really do look like fleas. I don't understand what this Kane guy is supposed to be. He's like covered in brightly covered gems or something?
You mean... Oh yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Okay, so somewhere around here there is a... Did I not unlock his pathway? So that guy who's been traversing the castle...
Oh, he's trying to get to there.
Yeah, did I not unlock his path? Hopefully he's not dead. It's possible I just messed up his quest, but that's okay. I don't think you can lose anything permanently. Like, as far as the Metroidvania abilities go. We're doing definitely more damage now that we got that Maya Culpa upgrade. Alright, let's see if we can find that dude. The question is where was he? I think he was outside the wall here. I think at this point I just want to find a teleporter so we can spend some...
Get where we need to go,
tiers. Yeah. Use the new teleport between save points ability. Okay, let's see if we can find that dude. He's got to be around here somewhere. You know what? We got 10 minutes left. I'm going to worry about that dude. I'm more worried about him right now. Might as well tag this save point in case I die.
Oh.
Did you see something?
No. I was just looking at question marks again.
Oh,
like,
right.
welcome to the Hall of the Riddler.
The riddle of the miracle.
Riddle
Also,
me this, blasphemer.
I don't need to kill these guys, so let's go ahead and just skip past them.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Yeah, he's right here.
Those screams filled my soul with fright.
It's like, hey man, you gonna
my fears
keep going?
helped this poor pilgrim
Okay, so yeah,
again.
no, he just needed to be talked to. He just needed a little
Chosen
encouragement.
different roads.
It's like, you can do it.
Still, absolution awaits at the end of the path for thee and this sinner. Wherever it is, near or far, in this life or on the other side of the dream.
Man, it's stormy outside. We might get some rain. This is great.
That's good.
Yeah, we haven't gotten rain in a long time.
Big toe.
It is of little.
Oh man, we got more parts for our man?
Yeah, we did. We got one of his other toes. His toes are great. Adds an extra thrust while in the air. If I had another slot... Actually, wait, maybe I can get rid of one of these.
Wait, another thrust where? Forward? So you can do 2 slashes when you jump?
Oh, that's right. I do more damage when I run out of bile flasks. I forgot I had that one on. Okay, so this is the lightning protection. So let's see what this does. Yeah, I'm trying to complete his quest right now because I'm pretty sure we can.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah. And that'll be a good way to end off the stream, I think.
So wait, so could you have the item that boosts damage, but you take more damage, and then also the item that boosts damage when your bile flasks are empty to be doing like super damage?
I think so. And honestly, upgrading your bile flasks so that they heal more rather than be more is actually a good argument for doing that. Is that relic?
True. Makes sense. Honestly, if you could do it all the way down to like 1, I think you'd probably lose. Do you get more health in this game? Like normal health?
Yeah, remember the topless lady with the swords in her chest?
That's right. That's right.
Because that's how I remember her.
I like all the people, all the upgrade people. There's eye nipple and topless lady with swords in her chest. I like that you're so good at killing these guys with that move.
I like how all the friends just like watch me kill them that way, and they're like, "Oh no, not me too."
It's filled with dread. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy, if you could do it to him, his cane would somehow be involved in you killing him. It's getting jabbed in somewhere.
So they added visceral attacks to characters that did not, or enemies that did not have them previously in the patch. There he is, right here.
Oh, he made it. Look how happy he is.
Journey filled with reflection, not enough. What of the calluses on the feet, the cramps in the legs, the thirst, the forehead scorched by a sun that seemeth?
Wow, is he complaining?
And what about the torturing of the mind?
It sounds like
when
it.
Guilt pierceth our hearts time after time. What more punishment do ye want, O sins of mine?
So this is a sign that the
Master showeth us the continuation of the path. New steps await us under the cold stone.
a sign that no matter how much punishment they take, their sins are not absolved.
Right. Whatever you sacrifice, it's not going to be enough.
And the nail uprooted from dirt is one of our new movement upgrades. So we're going to go ahead and take off this one and put that one on. This is another one thing.
That's kind of messed up. He walked all this way with all those weights just to open that door, and then you just run in and take the item that's inside.
Oh,
come out. Thanks, man. Oh, he's just gone.
Well, he said, "Oh, sins of mine." I think if we go back in there, his body might be in there. There it is.
Oh.
Hey, a rosary rope.
Wait, where did the blood come from? Did he kill himself?
I don't know.
Did his feet bleed out?
The RIP doesn't stand for rest in peace. That's what he did to himself. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and... you know what? I'm going to gamble that I haven't... I know I have enough. I have 16,000. So let's go ahead and head back to town and get that teleporting ability before we sign off this time, and then we'll have it for next time.
Nice. Yep. Man, you got this down pat.
Repetition breeds semblance of skill. Actually, if I die, my save point is actually closer to where we want to go. So why did I do that? I'm like dodging all these guys deftly as I go, and then suddenly just this chin out of nowhere comes. Oops. This is not where we want to be. Oh! If I die, it's going to actually teleport us closer to where we want to be, so that may be the fastest way to get there. If I can avoid dying, I'm going to do it. Anyway, what are you saying? You said actually? Actually, this guy's going to stab me in the back. Yes, he did. Damn it.
Back where we started.
We've only got 5 minutes left, guys. Come on. Because guess I'll use spells to kill him. Or not. There we go. We'll just do our thing.
Just plunge his fire spear right into his chest.
The head stomping special. We'll go ahead and use this. I prefer not to have to absolve my guilt if I don't have to, even if it would have been faster. Silent running through these hallways.
Spooky.
Okay. Jump off. Just making sure there's not a
Bottomless pit.
bottomless pit this time. As I'm trying to save time going down. Risky. One downside to getting this teleport ability is that they do have a lot of really good shortcuts in this game, so it does kind of detract from that. But it is just too good to not have.
Sure.
Where is the teleport? It's over here? Okay.
Miscalculate your jump and jump right into the spikes.
Oh gosh. That was a situation where the landing lag would have been really bad, or could have been really bad. I don't know if this entrance is the best way to go, but we're going to do it anyway. I think I can just drop down here. Yes. Get rid of her. I actually don't know what she does, because we haven't let her live long enough to find out. I think she just drops, like, spikes on the ground or something.
Yeah, it seems like a fairly write-off enemy.
Yeah. Whoops. Alright. And head back to town. I'm going to go ahead and donate 1,000 at a time, because I really only care about the teleporter. I don't remember what the higher level things are, but I would like to spend my tiers on other things, so we're going to donate 1,000 at a time until we get to the cap that we need. Oh, olive seeds.
Oh, there we go. That's
Merciful
better than the garlic.
Penitent one. With your contribution, the work of this brotherhood carries on.
Not very many tiers, especially considering the effort.
The miracle.
Just look that gift horse in the mouth, just be like, "Pugh."
What is this? Oh, I just noticed that. Look at the cats in the background on the roof.
Oh, I skipped past that way too fast. Court of the True Bargaining. I'm gonna have to look back on the footage. I shouldn't have skipped that. I thought that because you didn't have a yes or no, we didn't have anything on that. Braided rope from the medallion which hangs order the true burial. Alright, well, we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. We're running out of time.
$2 grand.
So you can absolve your sins here again, or now. Okay, so I think that's what I need in order to teleport. Maybe that thing he just gave me is the thing that lets you teleport.
Now, you want me to look it up?
So in previous donations, you have to come back into the church before you get anything.
Find the next cabinets.
Okay, did I have enough that time? I don't know what happens when you can teleport between things. I just know that it's a thing because you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Alright, we apparently have not donated enough. I heard a sound effect, so I thought maybe we did.
Yeah. All I know is 10,000 is can get rid of guilt from donation box. 20,000 can teleport between altars. 30,000. It made a little jingle, but I didn't really notice what it was.
Is that what they say on the 30,000
Yeah.
on the wiki? That's a good wiki.
Oh, and later in my run, I noticed that resting at an altar gave me max fervor, so that might be it.
There we go. We got the jingle.
50,000 is a rosary bead. 100,000 is a skin.
I wish it would tell us how much we've donated, so I don't over-donate. 50,000 is a skin, you said?
I think 100,000 is a skin.
You get a rosary
50,000.
mount for donating enough? Well, that's worth it.
Yeah, 50,000.
Okay, well then I don't have to worry so much about over-donating. I'm not sure if... Oh, what the... What happened to the altars?
Well, there you go.
Alright, well, cool. That is freaking amazing. Yeah, that's really cool. Neat. I don't know that not being able to teleport between save points was ever a criticism that I had given to this game, but that certainly helps deal with some of the monotony of...
Definitely worth what you spent it on.
Yeah. No. Some of the quests are a little bit monotonous because you have to do a little bit of back and forth, so that would help with that. Okay, so we got another knot, and we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Now that we have the ability to teleport between save points, that should save a lot of time.
Sweet.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.